I am leaving this home. I'm going on a trip, my first trip without the smart controller. It's gonna be shelved. This is the first time I'm traveling without my smart controller. And my Air 2S is on the here. I'll show you my setup, but right now, we're running late, so let's go. So we made it to the hotel, but one slight problem. It's night already, yeah. I haven't flown, this is gonna be my first flight. Why did I leave the smart controller home? I have a little bit of anxiety because I've grown so used to the smart controller. Not just because of the quick startup and usage, but because it is super convenient, right? I'm so small and compact. Well, I left it home purposely to see like, is this going to replace my smart controller? I'll do an entire review on this. This is the TripLtek tablet, the new one, the 8-inch. So, you know, I don't want to talk too much. Let's just suit up. I got my bags and stuff over here. And grab the bags, head out the door, and let's see if I can live without this smart controller.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Maryland 713 North.
I think I found a spot. Check this out. I got my Lance approval. You got to get Lance approval for flying at night. 107 thing, right? In case you don't go get your 107 right now so you can fly at night with your 1-inch sensor. Ugh. We know the smart controller is like bop, 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 you're up in the air. With this setup, I don't have to screw the sticks on because this kind of sticks out beyond the sticks, so it helps to protect the sticks from breaking or anything. Always leave this mount on so I don't have to keep taking it on and off. And I took it even a step further and left the cable attached. Like, just pull up this antenna right here and your cable's in there. I don't know if you can see it, right? But the cable's attached already, it's permanently there. I've got the cable tie wrapped over here, and this end is the USB-C ready for the tablet. The beauty with this tablet is that the battery is so freaking long that honestly, I don't take it off. So I don't even have to power it off. I leave this running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And this battery will last me for days, right? So I've been running it for like 2 days. I'm at 86% still, which is insane. So the fact that there's no takeoff, power up and power down time, it's just ready to go. So all I need to do is pop here, open it up so the USB-C can fit in there. With this, just turn the adapter to receive the tablet and open it up, the bracket a little bit by pressing this button. Now this tablet here comes shipped with these straps. So if you keep your straps tight, all you need to do is slip it over the handle right here. Right. Lock it in by squeezing it, literally, just lock it in. That's it. You can put a lock on it. I have a passcode lock on mine. You don't have to do that with yours. That's up to you. I have other things than just information that I use to fly. Plug this cable right in, and that's it. That really didn't take any time. Now you have to adjust it how you want. I kind of like it like this for run and gun. It's pretty nice. I don't feel the weight. See, look, I don't feel the weight. Right? It's not top heavy because it's not mounted up here. It's kind of nicely balanced halfway. If you want it balanced more, you can always push it down and balance it up nice. It all depends on what you're looking for, but I like to keep my controller a little angled, and I still want my screen to be facing me directly. So this kind of suits me perfect. I don't feel the weight and I still have some maneuverability. And the beauty with this is I get the full range. The full range. That's the beauty why I brought this along with me this trip. Not just because of how I set it up, made it fast and easy, but sometimes you just need that range, especially when you're not sure where you're going and you're just exploring. You need the best range possible. So let's talk. Let's get this thing up in the air. With your smart controller, you can get maps, but you have to tether to your smartphone. With this device right here, this is a smartphone. So if you put your SIM card in here, this becomes your phone. Or a lot of people have two SIM cards because they have two phones, because you can get a extra phone for free or stuff like that, depending on which carrier you have. So I always had a second number that I did nothing with. I just stuck the SIM card in here. It came up right away, recognized T-Mobile. And the beauty with that is I don't have to tether. Even though it's bigger, it does take a little bit of setup. As long as you take the time to set it up like mine, you can get pretty run and gun with it. I will say this, I don't want to say too much yet, only one flight, but I'm not missing my smart controller. Even on the backside, the complete backside of this building, no breakup, none at all. And the beauty is this thing hasn't even missed a beat. Not a glitch, not a hop, not a broken, nothing, not a skip, nothing. Just the fidelity, as Billy Kyle would say, fidelity is what you need in your life. And man, do you want fidelity? Do you want convenience? Do you want to modify some fidelity to get as convenient as possible? We got options here, guys. We got options. Look, I'm not busting the smart controller's balls. I love the smart controller. I've been using it forever. But it's good to know we got some options out there. We got some viable options out there, if you know what I mean. I'm doing a hyperlapse right now, right? The screen is like facing me. The antenna is pointing this way. The drone is behind. I could see it behind there through the glass, right? But look, I love me some smart controller convenience, but I'm slowly beginning to realize it's not really that convenient when you gotta be breaking your neck around when you could see it, but through the glass and all of that, it's just hard. With this, I feel like no matter what direction I'm pointed in, this thing is just, it's the full OcuSync 3 in here, you know, it's gonna nail it. So I don't know. I'm liking this thing, I'm just saying. I've always told myself I will never fly with a tablet because I don't need the big screen. And even though I don't need it, boy oh boy, it feels good to have it. I'm downloading all the footage. Oh wow, it's done. It's downloaded all the footage straight to my tablet. So now I have all the hyperlapses, all the photos that I can turn around and share in these groups. And it gets better. Just unplug the little end here, slip it off the top mount. Now I have this in hand, ready to edit, ready to share on my nice big screen. This thing doesn't even get hot. And I flew 4 batteries, so I could shoot over to Facebook. There you go, it's loaded up. It's even got all the smiley faces and everything. Hit post, good to go. Everything has been downloaded here. It's completely independent of the controller. Speaking of the controller, push down the antenna. This here's all nice and neat and tucked away. I showed you before. Close up the arm and fold it down. That is your fold away position. Just drop it in your bag. Might need some TripLtek in your life. Just saying. Now, it's not all sunshines and rainbow in this world. Nothing is perfect, and this tablet is no exception. And one major problem that I bumped across while working the crap out of this thing, and you'll see there's a lot more things to talk about in my full review. Good, and some things that need improvement, like anything else in this world. But one major thing is the playback. When you load it, it runs choppy. You have to pause it, leave it for a few seconds, and then hopefully it will run fast. See, it's running a lot smoother here. I don't know if you can see more about this, and then it's running choppy again. Anything with high resolution, this time lapse is 4K. This tablet does not play anything above 1440p well. So if you play anything 4K, it will run choppy, and this is no exception. But there's good news. If you bring that file into the DJI Fly app and you use the DJI Fly app editor, which is built into the DJI Fly app, then everything will run smooth and it will allow you to edit. So there's no worries in terms of, will I be able to edit on this tablet? Yes. But playback in a 4K time lapse, if you're saving your time lapses in 4K, it's gonna play back choppy. And like I said, any video that you play above 1440p will run choppy. Now, I don't think this has anything to do with the processor, because the processor in this thing is blitzing fast. Xavier from the future here with a quick update. I'm back in New York. Things have settled, and I decided to contact TripLtek and ask them about this not being able to play 4K video. Here's what they said. The decoder from Google Play Services has issues playing ultra high resolution. We have another decoder that we will push as a OTA over the air update very soon. So this issue, they're aware of this, and it's primarily a Google Play Services issue, and this is going to be fixed very soon. So if you already have one of these, know that the update is coming. Second thing I do want to mention, I know a lot of you after watching this video are going to hit me up in the comment section and say, where did you get this tablet holder from? And I will obviously leave a link to everything in the description section below. But be aware that this tablet does not fit snug in here. I've closed it all the way, and still the lip, it can slip out very easily. So even if you're thinking of hanging it upside down, it won't fall out because it's got the strap at the back, but it doesn't fit tightly and neatly in there. So I have a friend who's coming up with some 3D printed clips to put right here that will clip over it and hold it in place. But just so you know, in case you're interested in picking up this tablet holder. All right, that's it. Back to the past. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? The power of video. Back to the past. Be on the lookout for my review, guys. It's going to be in-depth. By the time you watch the review, you will know whether this tablet is for you or not, because I will go into every detail about this thing as best as I can, not only from a point of flying drones, because you pay a premium price, you want to do more than just fly drones, at least in my opinion. And that's why I'm deep diving on this thing. So make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell if you haven't already, so you get notified when this drops and all the other videos that I have to offer you. So make sure you give me a huge thumbs up for this video. If any questions, just become a Patreon. It's only $1 and you get access to me in case you need additional help or more questions. All my bags and stuff, we're leaving the hotel, checked out. It's morning. The sun is blazing up there. Perfect time to test this TripLtek tablet in the bright sun. So we're gonna find a spot to fly real quick, and yeah, let's do this. Okay, back at the same spot I was last night. First things first, we got to get approval, right? I did a video on authorization, line, and the whole explanation and everything for the Air 2S, and that applies for any other drone, not just the Air 2S. So check that link up there. You can do this as a 107 or hobbyist because you're flying in the day. Flying in the night like last night, technically you can only get LANC approval if you're 107. Sorry, but It is what it is. Just go get the 107 done. Agree and submit. I had to charge all 4 Air 2S batteries. I had to charge the Pocket 2 that you're looking at me on right now. I had to charge the cordless mic for the Pocket 2 that you're listening to me on right now. So that's a lot of chargers that I had to travel and walk with. And that's why I really enjoy the battery life, the insane battery life on this thing, because I didn't have to charge it. And just having that one less thing to charge is a huge time saver. Let's get this up in the air and then I'll go in the sun for you guys. The sun is like hitting me in my face, right? See, I'm taking sun for you guys, all right? And it's just beaming me in my face. I can put this directly into the sun and see clearly. So I'm up here in the air. I didn't put on an ND filter because I wanted to do, I did a hyperlapse last night, you guys saw, so I kind of want to just execute the same hyperlapse, so let's not waste battery. Can you see? It's booking it. It's doing its thing. Now this processor did not glitch, it did not miss a beat, no lagging, no signal issues, nothing, and I'm at a different location as to where I was flying last night in terms of takeoff and landing, so I'm a little further away. Accuracy was great on the hyperlapse, so no complaints here at all. Another thing worth mentioning, I'm just flying the DJI drones. You can fly any drone that has an application basically for Android with this tablet, because this is running Android 10. Compared to the smart controller that's running an old Android 7. This is running something newer. I'm gonna do a full review on this tablet completely and all its specs and features and capabilities. So make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit the bell so you get notified when that video drops, and that way you know whether this is a worthy investment for you or not. So the sun's beating me out here. Make sure you give me a big, huge thumbs up, and I will catch you guys whenever I can. Make sure you become a Patreon, guys. Big benefits to Patreon. Get direct access to me. Any questions? I'm right here on Patreon. Support this channel, and there's benefits. Last Mini 2 went all the way to the UK.